What's going on? Happy Thursday to everyone. Hopefully, everyone is doing well and having a great day so far. It is time now for the Thursday weather update for Thursday, October 24th, 2024. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Click on that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share this video with anyone you know, and of course, leave your comments down below. You clicked onto today's weather update, where I will give you a brief 5-minute update today on what's going on with the weather in the United States. First off, it is Thursday, which means we need to take a look at what's going on with the drought conditions. And unfortunately, drought continues to get worse in a lot of areas, but in some areas, there were some slight improvements. Let's start off with the good news first. If you're in the Four Corners region, you can see here there are some slight improvements, and some areas have been removed from drought thanks to that upper level low that occurred back over last weekend. Other areas, it continues to get worse. Look at extreme southwest Texas. You can see here severe and exceptional drought continues, and drought continues across much of the west and the northwest, though in the Pacific Northwest, I think we will start to erase away some of those drought concerns. Northern Plains, your drought conditions continue, and they have gotten slightly worse. You may see some slight relief over in the Midwest this afternoon, as there will be some showers and thunderstorms with an area of low pressure or a weak disturbance that's going to come through. And in the Northeast, drought conditions continue to worsen. In fact, southeast Pennsylvania, we do now see severe drought starting to pop up. And we do also note that there is drought conditions that are worsening across portions of New Jersey. And in Maine, drought conditions continue to worsen. And also, portions of southeast South Carolina, drought conditions do continue. All right, moving on now to the National Weather Service. And we can see here the National Weather Service is reporting that today there is going to be a wildfire threat across portions of the Northeast. In fact, there are red flag warnings that are now up for portions of New Jersey, red flag warnings up for portions of Oklahoma. So yes, we are concerned still about wildfires. And also in the Pacific Northwest, we can see temperatures going to be cold. Frost and freeze warnings are now in effect for portions of the Northwest. And in Florida, as of today, all is quiet. Taking a look now at what is going on with the latest run from the GFS. Actually, first, let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, because there is a marginal risk of severe weather today across extreme western portions of Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, portions of Nebraska, and Kansas. And the main threat for today will essentially be wind and hail. Hail is probably the bigger threat than wind, but can't rule out a few strong, gusty wind threats with any of those cells. Taking a look at the HER model for the next 48 hours, and you can see here, showers and thunderstorms will erupt across the area where there is that marginal risk, across portions of Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, and even into Wisconsin. There will be actually a period of rain today, which is very beneficial for you, because you really do need the rain at this time. But watch what happens as I advance this. It congeals into an area of rain. Then as the system advances east, it really pretty much loses its moisture and energy. There'll just be a few showers along this front as it passes through the Northeast, but nothing that's really going to do anything for the drought. And in most cases, it probably will be nothing more than sprinkles. And you can see Saturday morning, all is quiet across much of the country, with exceptions to the Pacific Northwest. Now taking a look at the GFS, and you will see here on the GFS, there goes that system. And as I advance this into next week, much of the east is quiet, but we do have this southwest wind, which will continue. That's going to bring in warm air once again after a cool down over the weekend. It'll probably start off cool early in the week in the Northeast. There'll be some lows in the 30s, maybe even 20s up in northern New England. But then that southwest flow comes in with southwest winds, warmer air, and that wildfire threat that we've been talking about on my channel for quite some time. And as long as it's dry, it's going to continue to be a threat. You can see in the mid-range on Halloween, there will be a boundary that sets up from Texas on up into Canada. It will eventually swing into the east, but like all the others, look what happens. Once again, it loses much of its moisture and energy. In the long range, we'll have to keep our eyes on the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. There will be a potential tropical threat. Whether that evolves into something remains to be seen, but keep our eyes on it. The GFS has been hinting at this for multiple days now, and its ensembles have been showing this as well. In the Northwest, things will remain active for you over the next several days. All right, finally ending today with the look at the precipitation over the next 1 through 7 days. The wettest area is going to be in the Northwest, where you can see here over the next 7 days, 3 to 5 inches of rain, even localized amounts up to 6 or 7 inches. And we could see 1 to 1.5 inches of rain over the next 7 days across portions of the Midwest and the Great Lakes, and maybe even half-inch amounts in the portions of Oklahoma. Then in the east, look at that, hardly even a drop of rain for Pennsylvania, New York City, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina. You don't really need the rain, but it is going to be dry for you as well. And just the eastern coast of Florida is where we do expect there to be some showers over the next 7 days, and even that's not going to be anything really all that measurable. Alrighty, folks, that does it for today's weather update. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you're new, hit that notification bell, share this video with anyone you know, and leave your comments down below. I will see you all again next time. Until I see you next time, enjoy your day, and thanks for watching.